Hello there, fellow MCs. I'm Scythe, and today we're getting back into the house in Fata Morgana, a Requiem for Innocence. And the very much innocent Morgana, yeah, she is now being captured by the swordsman and then brought to the Lord, and that turns out to be Jacopo. And we have seen what actions led to put Jacopo in this situation, and we've seen exactly what happened to Morgana to put her in this situation. It wasn't her actions, it was just dumb shit that happened all around her. People who have been taking advantage of her entire life. And once she decides to do something for herself, yeah, she couldn't save anything. She couldn't save herself at all. She's just born to suffer, as it seems. Yeah. And now the stories are coalescing together, and we're going to see how shit turns out. So with that said, let's go. About time. There is your witch. Tell me you didn't harm her, dog. I smell blood. You only instructed me not to kill her. Mistakes were made. Limbs were lost. I'll clean up all the blood I got on me. No one suspected anything. That you were able to immediately recognize it as the smell of blood says quite a bit, Lord. You have killed before, haven't you? Enough yapping. She is alive, yes? Of course. She can't see them. No tears. Now that's a good girl. Oh no, why are you talking like that? It simply wouldn't be the same if you cried and blubbered like a lowly slave or a whore. Dignified and saintly. That's what I need you to be. That's, yeah, cheesing there. Cheesing the old Bonnie! Welcome, witch. You'll be giving your blood to all of my people now. Not only me. Oh, that is Jacopo, but she's not seeing properly. Is that you? Oh, do you remember me? What an honor. A truly splendid honor. How could I ever forget? How could I ever forget? All the pain and humiliation you put me through. How could I ever forget the blood sabbath you so loved to hold? Haven't had enough, have you? Leaving scars on every inch of my body wasn't enough for you? You haven't had your fill of my blood? I'm thrilled to know the great saint remembers the lavish parties I threw for her. Yeah, she's gone completely mad now. I take it they left quite an impression then. You're the man who bound me, cut me up, called me a witch, and then tried to kill me. I haven't forgotten you even for a moment. That's splendid to hear. I'm sure you tried so very hard to cast my memory aside. But you never could you? And you know what that means? That the scars are left all over you. Run deeper than anything else you've ever experienced. Look at that face. So twisted and hideous. I bet you loathe me. That you'll never be able to forgive me. I don't care how much my father preaches forgiveness. That's the only thing you'll never get from me. I despise you with all my soul. I revile you with every fiber of my being. For every scar you gave me, I give you a lifetime of hatred. Never. You will never have my forgiveness. This man, the Lord, he destroyed me, mind and body. This man ruined my life. I see. So I'm the one who ruined your life. But why should that concern me? Your words are as insignificant as the chirps of a dying robin. Scream and shout until your throat goes sore. It doesn't change anything. We lock the witch up and proceed as planned. Yeah. Oh Father, God of heaven and earth, my life has become nothing, shattered and empty. Good day, Lord Barney. I pressed enter. And there we go. Not hungry. I need some time to rest, so don't bother me. Yes, sir. And make sure everyone knows they are to stay away from my room. By your command, my lord. Yeah, so it's not so healthy now either. Oh! Why? Why was she the lakeside witch? How could this happen? There must be something I can do. Some way to fix this. No, don't fool yourself, you damn buffoon. There's no fixing that. Her arms have been cut off. Her mind broken. If only that Far Eastern dog hadn't been such a damn idiot. Then she might actually be in proper shape. Fucking fuck! I'm the one who gave the order. The only one to blame for this is me. I can spend all goddamn day regretting it, but there's no taking back what's already been done. Oh, god damn it! What the hell am I supposed to do? What can I do? I could set her free. And a doctor, yes, find a good doctor. There's no getting her arm back, but it could at least patch her up. This is all my fault, so I'll do right by her. Look after her myself. Make sure she's taken care of for the rest of her life. Are you out of your mind, Jacopo? Why would she ever want to stay with you? Damn it! I can't even stay focused. Oh! What is there to think about, boy? You already know what you must do. Get out of here, spirit! When will you learn your damn lesson and just stay dead, damn it? Last thing I need is a pathetic ghost constantly sticking its nose in my business. Strong words from the man who can't even keep his head in the presence of said pathetic ghost. That's as plain as day, boy. You proceed exactly as planned. Make witch's blood into a miracle elixir and distribute it at the church. You'll take in tithes, as well as winning the people's favor for supporting their new, beloved church. It's a fine scheme. I'm impressed you came up with it, boy. Silence! That was before I knew she was the witch. What does it matter? The girl's going to be dead soon regardless. Progress and growth. It always comes at a price. You need simply accept that the price has already been paid. Tell me, is the girl worth throwing the entire venture aside, knowing you'll lose all the goodwill you made to gain from it and more? She's my... A child could tell you which has more value. You bear the weight of this entire land, boy. Don't try to cast that aside because you killed one little girl. She isn't dead, she's still... Surely you can't call that living. She's not. She is. And you killed her. I did not. There is no turning back. Why are you so upset about this, boy? Countless slaves have perished at your command. You had the slum rats who tried to bite you slaughtered. And only now you're concerned about another's life. Surely you're not still clinging to your naive sentimentality, are you? Oh, but she's different from those disposable sacks of flesh. She's dear to me. We have so many wonderful memories together. I love her. Enough! You come too far to step down from the throne. No matter how much you may have cared for the girl before, it's out of the question now. You cannot have her. When a nobleman marries, it's for political purposes. But be it connections, resources, appearances, always something to gain. Taking a nameless peasant girl will make you laughingstock of the land. So lock her up and reign her until there's nothing left. Shut your damn mouth, cursed spirit! You don't have any idea what you're talking about. You don't know the first thing about how I feel about her. The things we've shared. Wait a minute. What's going on? How the hell do you know any of that? Took you long enough, boy. How did I not realize? You were never the kind of man to speak of progress and growth. That I wasn't. What the hell? What are you? I've already told you. I am the curse known as the Lord of the Land. Or if you needed me to put it in simple terms for your simple mind, I am your sickness. You're out of your mind. I am not sick. I'm not the one who's out of his mind, boy. This is a world of madness and disease, but not of spirits. The throne drives all who sits upon it to madness. The throne drives all who sit upon it to madness. Power or sanity, a man can only have one. And all the faster will this grasp on his mind slip when he has no one at his side to shield him from his enemies. I am not Jean-Francois Barney, and there is no way for you to banish this spirit. Your mind is broken, on the verge of collapse. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. No. No, 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 no. You're lying. My mind is not broken. I am perfectly sane. Yeah, that's why you what do you call it? Medicate with alcohol, huh? There's not a grain of madness in me. Tell me, Jacopo, is this their power you always sought? Oh. Is this what you spent day and night fighting to achieve? What? How are you? I thought you wanted power, in order to protect those you cared most about. But here you are, using that power to destroy their lives. Or is power the only thing you care about protecting anymore? Shut up! Is that what I took up the blade for all those years ago? Enough! You don't have any place criticizing me! You're just a stupid child with his head in the clouds! Who thinks he becomes some kind of hero? If you hadn't been so foolish, I wouldn't be in this place at all. You're right. We chose the wrong path. And there's no way for us to get back on the right one any longer. This wasn't what I had wanted at all. The future I had dreamed of. The outcome I had hoped for. But who did I even have to explain that to? And who could even understand if I tried? There were walls as high as the eye could see on both sides of this path. Forward was the only way I could go. I had killed my friends and comrades. Lost everything along the way, but still I had marched on. Because that was all I could do. And now, power was the only thing that remained in my hands. So I would make a despot of myself. Bury all my feelings for her. And continue my march straight into hell. I had no other choice. Every day felt like a slog through a swamp with no end in sight. Though I did everything to keep up appearances when I wasn't alone. I masked any trace of my discord beneath a veil of bottomless confidence. It had reached a point where nearly everything I said or did in public was an act. A farce, even. Among the mistakes the Far Eastern dog had made was involving a third party. He was a young man, and there was a considerable possibility he was nobility, which meant I couldn't simply dispose of the boy until I had more information. Between that and his decision to cut off Morgana's arm, I was looking like quite a fool for thinking I could tame a beast. Though, of course, my biggest mistake was coming up with a scheme in the first place. Soon after locking Morgana up in the tower, I summoned the boy, making it abundantly clear he was not to tell anyone what he knew. then sealing the deal by turning him into a co-conspirator. The boy was irritatingly timid, in part I presume because the dog had already threatened him. All it took to keep him nice and obedient was a stern glare and a few choice words. I hired the dog to be my bodyguard, and assigned the boy to an administrative supervising post on the new church grounds. Having been originally built as a second manor for the previous lord, the church was still more mansion than church, which meant there was an abundance of rooms for the boy to stay in. I then summoned the saintess there to serve as the face of the church. She was to remain on the grounds all day, and at night she would stay in a cottage at a safe distance from the church. I also informed her that I stored my money and valuables in the observation tower, and that she would be charged with treason if she trespassed. She was a naturally trusting woman, and she seemed grateful for everything I was doing for her, so I doubted she would spill anything. Though even if she did, 3 keys were required to enter the tower. 1 held by me, 1 by the dog, and 1 by the boy. So all 3 of us were in this until the witch died. Oh, the fireplace. I had one of my aides dig around for information on the noble boy. Mel was his name, and he claimed he had been banished from his home, but I couldn't just take him at his word. I had to be absolutely sure, so that when the witch died, I could eliminate him. The dog too, of course. No one who knew anything could be allowed to live. That said, he seemed like he could put up a better fight than the boy, so I would have to be a little more careful in choosing how to take him out. I wasn't too worried though. I was the Lord after all. So long as that much didn't change, I could do just about anything. Once we started distributing the miracle elixir, the church's following grew far quicker than I had expected. Numerous reports of people being cured of diseases spread through the city, and before long, even the healthy came seeking its powers. Every smiling face that walked out of the chapel put another black stain on my spirit. Her blood really was miraculous. And it was then that I understood why the last Barney had held all those banquets. He wasn't just torturing a little girl. He was feasting on miracles. And now that word was spreading and I knew the rumors were true, I had lost my final escape route. The plan failing entirely because her blood was just ordinary blood. Forward was the only route that remained. One day, the Far Eastern dog said to me, "Everything is proceeding exactly as you said it would, Lord. I didn't believe in miracles, but seeing all this has tempted me to change my mind. You were right. One girl's life is indeed a worthy exchange." I wasn't sure how I responded, though by that point I largely just rattled off bitter snarks and insults reflexively in response to anything. So presumably, I called the dog a dog, perhaps giving a laugh. Most nights, I could no longer sleep without the aid of alcohol. I was pretty sure none of it was poisoned, but I spent a lot of time throwing it back up regardless. Barney's cackling echoed in my chambers. The world twisted and contorted. Quite frankly, I was considering taking my own life, but I wouldn't let myself run away from what I had done. What I was doing to her. I had said I would continue my march straight down to hell, and that was exactly what I planned to do. Again and again I repeated to myself, I feel nothing for her. I never loved her. She's just another faceless peasant. I have no memories of my past life. The days turned to months, and soon spring was upon us. They finally got shackles to put on me. Must have given them quite the scare when I tried to climb the wall. Isn't that funny? Look, I made a flower crown. Ah! Festival preparations seem to be going well. Hey. Aren't you going to go? Yeah, there she is. I am not going anywhere. You're a strange one. It's much nicer out there than it is in here. If anyone is to leave, it will not be me. Say, I've been wondering. Who are you, anyway? I was created to carry your pain. That doesn't answer the question. I cannot give you any other one, though. I carry your pain for you and offer you someone to talk to. So the last remaining flame of hope in your heart doesn't flicker out. How very honorable of you. You sound like a saint. I don't know how you could stand living like that. What's so funny? Nothing. Just, you don't remember anything, do you? I don't consider my work to be saintly, but if you perceive it that way, then that's thanks to you. Yeah, I think this is Morgana the Witch, not the Saint. Because that's who you were, Morgana. You're not making any sense. That's fine, my dear. Knowing what I carry in my spirit would only cause you pain. Yeah. So I just beg you to live on. To not give up hope. Where am I supposed to find hope? But chained up in a tower. You've been with me long enough. You see me here. My body is on the verge of death. And a black cloud fills my spirit. I despise those men. Every one of them who did this to me. I want to kill them myself. And I hate that I lack the power to do so. I want to place a curse on them all. Don't talk like that, Morgana. Please keep your spirit pure. Don't talk about cursing people. There's still hope. So this is Saint Morgana? Someone will come to save you. Maybe one of the three will have a change of heart. Or maybe someone else will come through the door. Just have a little patience, alright? There's no point, even if someone does come. I have nowhere to return to. I have nowhere. That's not true. Remember all those years ago when the Lord had you chained up? Someone came and set you free then. And someone will. No one's coming. That was a miracle. A one-time miracle. The flaxen-haired boy. He lied to me. This world is nothing but betrayal. No one is going to set me free anymore. Actually, there is one possibility for my salvation. Perfect! Then we'll wait for them to come. Yes, let's wait for an angel to come. What? An angel to come and set me free. Morgana, deliver divine punishment unto the sinners who would defile me. Morning, Maria. You're here bright and early. Hey. Yeah, not like I've got much else on my plate. Well, aren't you quite a workaholic? You know, you're getting up to be in the age where most girls would close up shop and settle down with a man or three. And you know no man wants to get hitched with this kind of bitch. Fair enough. Most girls in this biz are rough around the edges, but you're rough all the way through. Like how you got all up in that client's face the other day. Now that was a sight to see. But anyway, the blacksmith brought this by for you. Huh? A knife. Oh, that. I was planning to go pick that up myself. Special thanks for being such a faithful patron, he said. Never met another prostitute who regularly said to Smithy. That's one heck of a hobby. Maybe so, but it's the only hobby I have. Not gonna lie, that's a little scary. What kind of girl collects knives? What kind of girl doesn't like something nice and shiny? There's nothing more to it, right? It's just a collection, not for you to like use or anything. Like I said, they're shiny. And when have I ever drawn a knife on any of you? Never, right? Oh, no, not use them on us. The thought never crossed my mind. I know how much you care about us girls. I just mean, you're not planning to do anything, like dangerous. Oh, hell no. No. You're way overthinking it. If you say so. It just looked like this one was made for a special occasion or something. Oh, you even had your name engraved in it. What's so strange about that? Collectors get their names engraved on shit all the time. I once had an ex-mercenary for a client, and he told me people engrave names in weapons for all sorts of reasons. The name of someone you love to help strengthen your resolve, your own name as a symbol of your honor. Is this for... How much honor does a dirty whore like me even have? Like I said, it's just my hobby. I like shiny things and that's all there is to it. Yeah, she likes tools of death. Let's put it like that. She was very interested in guns, and once she resurrected once again, she was very much interested in torture museums. Now hand it over. Promise me you won't do anything dangerous with it. Pinky swear. Thanks. Sorry, friend. It had been 4 years since the raid on the brothel, and we were still just barely getting back on our feet. It would never be the same as before, though. Not because we had to move locations, but because the slums were shrinking away to almost nothing thanks to the Lord's renovations. Not to mention all the new foreign women who sold their services up in the city's bustling marketplace. Most of our old regulars had taken their business there, and we weren't drawing in much in the way of new blood either. With better options to get the rocks off, only the real oddballs went for the rundown whorehouse in a little back alley in the slums. It was enough to keep us afloat, but we'd hardly last another 6 months. A year if we were real lucky. And while we were down here fighting to make it by day to day, our ever-gracious Lord was planning a festival to celebrate the spring harvest. Celebrations were to take place in and around the new church set up across the river. And with this being the first annual harvest festival, the whole city was in rather jolly mood. Everyone except us slum rats of course. The merchants, the upper class, and even most of the regular citizens were in love with the Lord. Public opinion took a huge turn after the new church opened its doors. I presumed it was all part of his grand plan. Me, on the other hand, I was far from pleased. He had abandoned us in the slums. Left all of his old friends out to dry because he wanted a little extra gold. And like hell I was going to stand for that. Yeah. Ooh. Word through the grapevine was that the Lord and his bodyguard spent a lot of time at the new church. And none everyone called it Scythe worked there, handing out some kind of miracle elixir. I assumed it was her that he had business with. Right, they know each other. But his business didn't matter so much as the fact that he was there. There was no way I was getting through the fortifications around his manor on the hill. But the church wouldn't be nearly as well protected. Last night, I snuck onto the grounds to survey the area, and there was no sign of any guards, or people at all. so it wouldn't likely be difficult for me to slip into the building and hide there until he showed up. Tonight, I brought everything. I was going all in. These past 4 years, my feelings for him have been, well, mixed, to put it lightly. I knew damn well it wasn't the same man I grew up with, but a part of me deep down wanted to believe that man was still there. That maybe he had some reason, and I just wasn't seeing it. That I was misinterpreting him somehow. But if I was right, and the old Jacopo was gone, I would settle it once and for all tonight. It's quiet in there. Doors locked tight. Figures. Now with that out of the way, how do I want to get in? Could break a window. I'd rather not make that much noise though. Mail. Now who do we have here? He's setting for the mansion. Maybe he's got a key. I was gonna bail if I ran across anyone, but that might not be necessary. How much longer am I going to have to deal with this? And I can't believe he's holding a festival. He's got to be out of his mind. I'm too tired to worry about this tonight. Don't move. Oh, and no squealing either. One peep and this little baby, I'll carve you a brand new mouth. What? Who are you a thief? I don't want your shit. I just want you to answer a couple of questions. If you can do that for me, you get to keep your throat in one piece. What do you want from me? What are you doing here? The Lord comes by pretty often, right? I want to have a little chat with him. What? Are you out of your mind? I can't let you see the Lord. Oh, alright. Nighty-night then. Wait! I'm not fucking around. I don't care who you are. If you're gonna cover for him, then say your prayers and curse your bad luck. What's it gonna be, little man? Don't hurt me, please. Where's the Lord? He's not here. Well, it was nice knowing you. Slow down, he's not here now. But he'll be here at dawn. Is that so? I'm not comfortable saying anymore out here. Someone might see us. It'll be safer if we go to my room. We can talk more there. And how do I know you're not gonna split the second I let go? I swear. I don't know you either, but you're not here to just talk to the Lord, are you? I'm doing what it says, but not because I agree with him. So if anything, I'm on your side. You're better at sucking dick than most of the prostitutes I know. I mean it. At the very least, we can't have a productive conversation if we're both on edge like this. Huh? You got a decent head on your shoulder for someone who was within seconds of losing it. Alright, you convinced me. Lead the way, little man. But if you so much as breathe suspiciously, your head will roll. I get it. On your feet. Glad I ran into someone without a spine. I'd definitely have trouble sleeping after this if I had to kill a complete stranger. Well, well. Nice looking room you got for yourself, little man. But what the little man is going to be squealing about is something we're going to find out in the next video. Yeah. Sucks to be Mel. Sucks to be Jacopo. Sucks to be Morgana. Yes, indeed. Very much a sucky situation for a lot of people involved right now. But yes, so I wonder how much left is there before... Yes, it's 3 days left. And then the story is over. At most 3 days left. because that is how many days we had as Michelle to save Morgana. But we didn't really do it because we weren't really changing history. But yeah, less than 3 days to go. So either way, thank you guys for watching. And an extra thank you to all the members of this channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.